morning. It is just about 6 a.m. and I am here at the Pacific Crest Trail head out of Snoqualmie Pass. This is the North Trailhead, and today I am going to be climbing Kendall Peak, which is a peak just off the PCT, and it's about 11 miles round trip with just around 3,000 feet of elevation gain, give or take. And most of this is going to be on the PCT, which should be fun because I haven't done much hiking on the PCT at all, so I'm excited to see this portion of it. And if I'm feeling up to it, I might add on a little bit of extra mileage and do the Kendall Katwalk, but Kendall Peak is the priority today. It's a little bit of a scramble to get to the summit, but it should be beautiful. One of the nice things about hiking on the PCT is that it's very gently graded, and it's also maintained a lot, so it's really easy to put on a lot of miles really quickly, which is kind of the point. But can't wait to climb a little bit higher, get some views. 2 miles in, and I finally am getting some views. Came out of the trees, and oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. Finally, like, the woods were pretty, but this is where I like to be. And it's only gonna get better from here. Gosh, this trail is so nice too. Ooh, and entering the Alpine Lakes Wilderness. Alpine Lakes Wilderness always delivers. Been hiking in and out, you know, coming out for views and then dipping back into the woods. It's been lovely, but I'm over 3 miles in now, and getting an up-close view of this gorgeous mountain. This is Red Mountain, and hopefully you can see why it's called that. It's this beautiful red color. One day I hope to climb that. That's on the list, but probably won't have time to get to it this year, but it's really pretty in the sunrise light. Well, I am over 2,000 feet into the climb and just at the crux of this switchback. This is my last switchback before, you know, it's gonna continue kind of flat and keep climbing up until the peak. But this is my snack spot, and I mean, you can see, beautiful. So I got my stuff set up on the log here, and I'm gonna eat, get some fuel ready for the final 1,000 feet. It's going to be a gradual climb until right up until the spur trail to get up to Kendall, and then it's going to get very steep very quickly. So I need to get a granola bar in me. There it is. There's the summit for Kendall. I'm almost on the famous part of the PCT. This is getting onto the Kendall Katwalk, which is a portion where they just had to blast this narrow stone path into the side of the mountains. And it was either the or one of the most expensive parts of the PCT to build. But it's going to be all views from here. Oh my God, this view is crazy. Oh my gosh. The summit is so close though too, but Rainier behind me. Oh my gosh. I'm just so happy we're like into summer weather now. Oh man. I have arrived at the turnoff where the boot path up to Kendall Peak diverts from the PCT. So got that beautiful view behind me, and trail going right up there, and the summit is not too far off because most of the climbing is done via the gentle grade of the PCT, for which I am grateful. But now the proper climb begins. I should be on the summit within like 20-30 minutes if I'm super slow, but looks pretty doable. It's nothing too crazy. Oh my God, I gained the ridge. Oh, this is beautiful. And here, I'll show you the final stretch on up to the summit here. Oh my God. So just kind of goes back in here, and then that's the summit. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Woohoo! Summit of Kendall Peak. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Oh wow, it's kind of got this really cool summit that's kind of like just kind of this ridge line, which is super cool. But oh my gosh, I'm gonna take a break, have a snack, and then just enjoy the summit for a little bit. Whoa! Check out that drop off though. This is vertiginous. Hopefully you can see. This is like a, I don't know, 800,000 foot drop behind me. This is definitely not a peak that you want to climb if you are afraid of heights, because this is some pretty fun exposure up here. It's beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I guess I'll point out some of the peaks and stuff, and then there is supposed to be like a register up here or something, so I'm gonna go and look for that. But okay, let's start looking over here. This mountain here, that is Big Snow, and then you can see a white capped one way in the back. That is Glacier Peak. This super prominent one here is Mount Thompson, and I believe the other little point here is Huckleberry. This one you see way in the distance, that is Mount Stewart. And then this is the Kendall Ridgeline. And then this mountain here is Red Mountain, and I mean, you can see why. And this is Snoqualmie Mountain, Guy Peak. And then looking south, we have Rainier. And oh yeah, you can even see the top of Adams there as well. Oh my gosh. This is an amazing view. Holy cow. Oh my gosh, that is an amazing summit. You know you've gotten good views in the Pacific Northwest when you can see 3 volcanoes from the summit. That's how you know it's a really good one. Rainier, Adams, and Glacier. Awesome. But now I'm gonna down climb this, and I'll see how I'm feeling when I get to the bottom. But if I'm feeling like I have the energy, I will continue on the PCT to the Kendall Katwalk. I've been wanting to see that for a while. It's just it's less than a mile from the turnoff for the climbers trail up here, so I think I might have to go for it, but I will make the final call once I get to the bottom. This down climb is beautiful with all the wildflowers are starting to bloom with the snow that we've had this year. The wildflower bloom is later than it usually is, but it's a little bit sketchy. Like, it's this loose rock and dirt, and the PCT's right down there. I can see it. So, but look at all these pretty flowers. All right, well, I am back on the PCT. Glad to be off that loose climbers trail, and well, I'm gonna go for it. We're gonna go see Kendall Katwalk because, you know, I don't know the next time I'm gonna be making this climb, and it's a 12-mile round trip. I've already done, you know, 5.5 in. So by the time I was gonna go back out, it was gonna be 11. So might as well add the additional mileage and just make it like 12.5 instead, to see one of the more famous spots on the PCT here in Washington. So it's gonna get pretty cool. I can't wait to actually see it. It's supposed to be neat. This is one of my favorite alpine wildflowers. This is called partridge foot. It's so cute. The leaves look like parsley. Gosh, this is spotted saxifrage. Oh man, I've been wanting to see one of these for so long. Beautiful. We're also at the catwalk, by the way, but the flower. But this is it, the Kendall Katwalk. Oh man, this is a pretty cool trail. I'll continue down just a little bit, but this is kind of the iconic point where it is just right straddling the ridge. Man, this is so cool. And I mean, it's super wide. Like you can see, there's like not a super big risk of falling, but the vertical relief on this is amazing. Look at that. I mean, there is a drop, so if you go to the edge, there's a drop, but oh wow. The catwalk, and this is why it's called the catwalk. Oh my god, this is so awesome. Oh my gosh, so worth the extra mileage and a little bit of extra gain to get here. It's a roughly 13.5, 14 miles round trip, but oh my gosh, so worth it. Okay, well, as amazing as this is, it is a long hike back, and I got to get home. I have a turnaround time, semi-strict turnaround time. So I do have to get going, but oh my gosh, this is so cool, and I have it all to myself. That's the most amazing part here, because this, usually if you were to come here in late summer, this would be crowded because this is an extremely popular section of the PCT, but I don't think enough people know that there's not impassable snow blocking the way now. I just covered a few, you know, really shallow snow slopes, and that was it. But I'll show you the mountains and the view. Oh my God. Okay, so Red Mountain looking really cool from this angle, and then Snoqualmie Mountain. I think that is Chair Peak. And then over here, I think that one is Huckleberry, and Thompson's covered up, but that point back there is Mount Stewart. And then coming up back around here is this ridge, and that right there is Kendall Peak, where I was. No views of Mount Rainier, but I don't know, this just feels like you're in the middle of this alpine paradise. This is beautiful. Oh my God. I gotta say, the view of Red Mountain has been like one of my favorite parts on the trail. Just kind of seeing it from all angles as I've kind of wound our way along the PCT. I don't know, I might have to bump that mountain up in priority. Might be a cool one to do for like a, it might be a cool one to do for fall or something, you know, get the fall colors on a red mountain. That actually might be really cool. Yeah, I had to put the sunglasses on because it is getting bright, and the entire top half of this trail is exposed. Although fortunately, this ridge is gonna stay shaded until noon or so, but getting a bit bright for someone who gets migraines. Well, I made it back. It took me, oh my gosh, just over 7.5 hours to complete the whole thing. 13.5 miles round trip with just almost exactly 4,000 feet of gain. So this one was certainly pretty long, but oh my gosh, was it worth it. Kendall Peak, amazing summit, so lucky to have it to myself. And then it was definitely worth the extra mileage and that little bit of extra gain to go see the Kendall Katwalk. And once again, so lucky that I had it all to myself. That is a very popular PCT day hike here around Seattle and up at Snoqualmie Pass. So to get it all to myself is just like really, really special. And I would say that if you are afraid of heights, I'm not sure I would recommend any of this today. But I think if you were to go, you would find it's not quite as bad as it looks, just because the trail is so wide and there's really not risk of falling unless you are going, you know, to the edge, and you don't have to do that. So if you are, you know, a little nervous about that, the exposure, I guess, then I think you'll be pretty secure. But if you're prone to vertigo or something, man, the relief of the mountains and those views is just amazing. It's kind of hard. It's one of those ones where it's kind of hard to comprehend the scale and just the drop-offs. Absolutely amazing. But the scramble up to Kendall Peak was really fun. It wasn't really a scramble. It was more just kind of a loose, steep boot path, but an amazing summit Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. It finally feels like summer. My absolute favorite hiking season. But anyway, it has been a long day. I have to get going. And oh my gosh, what an amazing trail. So glad I did all of this. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Here are my favorite pictures from the trail today. Enjoy.